Elon Musk is everywhere. Saturday Night Live took a swipe at the tech mogul in its opening dialogue just days after Donald Trump won the election. Let's watch that.
If our planet falls apart, we can all go to Mars with the other man that we love and trust, Elon Musk.
All right. All right. Check it out, Doc Mega. Yeah, but seriously, I run the country now. And America's gonna be like one of my rockets, you know, they're super cool and super fun. But there's a slight chance it could blow up and everybody dies. Anyway, I'm Doc Mega. See you in the White House. USA, USA.
Musk was not impressed with SNL actor Dana Carvey's impersonation, nor was I, even though I usually find Dana Carvey very funny. Elon Musk wrote on X, quote, "Dana Carvey sounds just like Dana Carvey." He later added that SNL is mad Trump won.
Meanwhile, the tech tycoon who's become a political mainstay for Trump's re-election has a fan club. Americans for Responsible Innovation, an AI nonprofit advocacy group, launched a petition on Monday calling on Trump to appoint Musk special advisor on AI. In the petition, the advocacy group writes, quote, "Musk has made major contributions to the field of AI, both as an entrepreneur and as a thought leader. While advancing AI, he has also advocated for AI safety and the need to mitigate existential and catastrophic risks. It is unclear if Musk will be chosen as AI special advisor, but Trump previously signaled his desire to have the tech mogul lead a panel on government cost cutting. Additionally, Musk really wants Trump to intervene in Fed matters. On X Monday, he reshared a post on the platform that Republican Utah Senator Mike Lee posted, saying, quote, "The executive branch should be under the direction of the president. That's how the Constitution was designed. The Federal Reserve is one of many examples of how we've deviated from the Constitution in that regard. Yet another reason why we should hashtag end the Fed." Calls to nix the Fed are not new. Former Congressman Ron Paul published a book in 2009 titled End the Fed, and in June, Republican Kentucky Congressman Thomas Macy introduced a bill to uproot the nation's central bank and transfer it to the Treasury. Regardless, Fed Chair Jerome Powell has said he's not going anywhere. And journalist Kara Swisher shared her thoughts on Musk. Here she is on CNN with Kate Bodwin. Let's watch.
Elon Musk is a big personality, and you think that that aspect of Elon, who you know, could really push him to kind of flame out in terms of being in favor with Donald Trump pretty quickly.
Well, you know, they're both narcissists, and there can be only one narcissist as head of the country, and that's Donald Trump, who just won the election. I think, you know, he owes things to Elon, but at some point if he takes too much of the attention. Think about Steve Bannon. Do you remember he was on the cover of that magazine and how quickly he got out, even though he was critical to Trump's first campaign, and he was right in the middle of the White House, and then he wasn't. And so Trump, you know, goes through people like tissues, essentially. And I think even if it's Elon Musk and Elon has a lot of money and means and things like that, they're going to clash at some point. There's also a lot of people around Musk who are, you know, they're going to get increasingly nervous. Again, as I said, I've heard from a number of them that, you know, they were like, "Oh, you're kind of right about this guy." And I was like, "Yeah, I told you, he wants influence."
Yeah, look, I think this is a worthwhile question, how long the relationship between Donald Trump and Elon Musk can or will last. And I take the point that in the past, other people, like, for instance, Steve Bannon, who also had big personalities and were a little spotlight-seeking, have not fared well when they're in Trump's orbit, because she has a point that there can be only one. That's at least how things used to be. But Trump is an older man now. He ran a more, I know you don't like it, but a more restrained and responsible campaign this time, in large part due to Elon's influence. He took Elon's advice on doing more on the ground game and doing more early voting. He is listening to Elon so far. I don't know. Maybe it lasts longer. I think that would be to the benefit. I'm more favorably inclined toward Elon, certainly than you are and that Democrats are in general. I think Elon would be a good influence on Trump, particularly on AI regulation and tech regulation more specifically. Now, I don't want to get a ton new Tesla subsidies or something. That would be bad. I'm not for energy
enough
subsidies
of those, yeah.
at all. But otherwise, I'm happy to see Elon involved. Oh, and if we end the Fed and do all that, that will be hallelujah. Be still my beating heart. I don't expect any of that to happen. I'm, setting my expectations lower than many other libertarians. But yeah.
Yeah, not all Republicans are the same, as you know very well. I think, Elon Musk is going to reach his limit. He's been outstaying his welcome at Mar-a-Lago, supposedly. That's been some reporting there. But he has been on the golf course with the Trump family.
And having dinner with them every night and hanging out, and he's
sure
moved in. He's moved into Mar-a-Lago.
He is really happy about this. His 15 wives and 85 children are probably thrilled.
There's plenty of room.
There's plenty of room at Mar-a-Lago. Anyways, it would be interesting to see what he's appointed to, if he is appointed to something. I don't think he's going to be appointed to anything. I think
he wants to be an informal advisor.
Which is what Steve Bannon is, by the way, and what he was afterwards, too. There's a lot more power in that. Steve Bannon, goes around the world, and he starts his little projects when he's not in prison, now that he's out of prison. But there are some really interesting folks that have been brought up and have been now mentioned as potential, or he is going to appoint. Marco Rubio is going to be Secretary of State.
Possibly. Right? That's not confirmed.
No, nothing's confirmed yet. Because they have.
But Kristi Noem as Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security has been confirmed. That one I think surprised a lot of people. It was not exactly on the bingo card. I like Elon Musk. This is someone who I think is slightly more libertarian in character. Homeland Security is a fundamentally unlibertarian position because it's about violating civil liberties to keep us safe.
How are you going to manage?
Kristi Noem was someone who, during the pandemic, was a little bit more, ran her state in a way that was skeptical of government intervention. So if she carries that same spirit, again, like Elon Musk, if she carries that same spirit to the advising she's doing in the government, it could be good.
It's just interesting. Even with the Marco Rubio thing, seeing somebody who was once out of circuit with Donald Trump enemies, and then he really was able to make his way back in the inner circle. And I'm curious if Elon Musk has a little bit of a tiff with Donald Trump at some point, which is bound to happen, as Kara Swisher says. They're narcissists, and will he be able to get back into the circle? I don't know.
I guess we'll find out. The one thing about Kristi Noem I would say is that it's kind of funny how much Republicans have made the death of pets a thing lately, and of course the reason she got in all that trouble and controversy was for admitting in her book that she killed a dog or put down a dog. Will the party of Peanuts retribution be able to stomach this? I don't know. Peanuts, who's watching down from us with Harambe and blessing all that we do. The raccoon. Yeah.
We'll have to see in the confirmation hearing how that's going to go.
I guess so. Justice for Peanuts. Lots more to talk about today on Rising. Please stay with us.